Warning. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is rated M by the ESRB due to content that may be uncomfortable to watch, hear, or read for some viewers. Cursing, vulgarity, and some other instances have been edited out or revised. However, viewer discretion is still advised. Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is the finale, literally the last episode of the series. I am so excited. This is class trial 6, and this is the second class trial where we have since, revealed that the real Junko Inoshima is the mastermind of this. And she said, "Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?" I'm gonna say, no thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
If you think Toko has a lot of personalities, you have not seen Junko.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
And also, you get bored of every personality that you have, so you change in between them so rapidly. This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Inoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
It was getting so boring,
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide.
Baba Bowie.
I get bored so easy,
Yeah, I guess.
Your face!
It looks similar to Mukuro's.
Huh? What about my face?
But she's obviously missing lots of freckles, and it's not nearly as angular.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
It looks like Mukuro's.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Well, yeah, I mean, her official ultimate was the Ultimate Fashionista. So we've seen her on magazines. No, I do remember seeing it. On magazines before writing at school. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. Before arriving at school.
I got it!
Why wouldn't the answer be on fashion
That's
magazines?
right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Yeah, she's the Ultimate Fashionista.
And you were on it!
Which is why we had the, oh yeah, that's like Photoshop and junk. It is not believed. Something born at half a something, I don't know. Check out all the latest dresses and fashions. Shirts, dresses. How to show 20 more centimeters highly? I don't know. World's cutest girl with something eye patch.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
But also, if it's like part of the Japanese cultural zeitgeist.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
But it technically wasn't her, it was Mukuro acting as Junko. Yeah. Seen her on magazines, but it doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, remember that? That's from the prologue. Edited with like computers and junk. And they're not real. A ton of fanboys' dreams were
Sometimes a
crushed.
little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
Yeah.
She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Well, I mean, she did a pretty good job.
Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
Okay.
Not even if they're twins.
Dun dun dun. I already knew that, but they're twins. Surprise! Twins! But it's never explained why they have different last names.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
Also, fun fact, Mukuro, like the plot twist was always going to happen, but Mukuro as a character was specifically created so the plot twist could happen.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Where you could do a switcheroony.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
you, I guess.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Yeah.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
And we never truly know exactly what her personality is. It could be the shut up, shut up, shut up. It could be that one, but you have no idea.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Yeah, the story's boring, so like, it wouldn't matter if even I told ya.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit?
It's probably a stage name for Junko. Like Junko Ikusaba. Like that probably, I don't know. I don't know what their names mean in like what their kanji means in traditional Japanese, so like maybe if you check out Weeby News' analysis on her, maybe that would make more sense. I don't know.
Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
It probably is just a stage name.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
She sure did.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I mean, you did.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
I love that she turns her head and it turns into a ponytail. And she's like, I am now a therapist, Junko Enoshima. Allow me to give you my detailed report.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
And Junko, because she's all high and mighty about herself, thought that she was far superior to Mukuro. Therefore, she said that she was the one who would do it.
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
And Mukuro allowed Junko to walk all over her, which is evident in the sequel anime.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
And instead, I killed her, so then she still was useless to me until I needed her, again, to frame Kyoko Kirigiri.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with.
15 is like one of the most even numbered odd numbers that there are. 15 and 5.
Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
That would be a threat to other students, considering we were doing a killing game. Therefore, my title of Ultimate Fashionista made more sense.
She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Even though I enjoy talking to her in the Ultimate Talent Development Program, or whatever the school life mode is called in Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
I, however, think that she did pretty well, all things considered.
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
So I had to get rid of her.
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
Actually, that death was very shocking.
Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Despair. That's all.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
How would her death become boring?
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
That was evident when you tried to kill Makoto.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
Yeah, because Mondo was smart enough to listen to Kyoko and throw Monokuma.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Exactly. She trusted you.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Remember when she said this wasn't supposed to... Why me? See? Exactly what I just said.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
So she had to be gotten rid of. Whatever I'm trying to say.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Don't cross Monokuma or else you're next. Makoto's like, how could you? How could you do that?
How can you talk like that?
That was your sister.
You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
It doesn't bother her. She's literally changed personalities like 3 or 4 times.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
Well, because he would never do that to his own sister.
Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
Yeah, they sure are scary.
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
It's very interesting. I need somebody to go into the psychology of what mental illness that she has. Maybe like psychosis, slight schizophrenia. Like, I'm not really sure.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
How would you know that? And also, apparently birth is very traumatizing for the baby, so...
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill.
Who's us? You and Mukuro?
We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
No, I totally thought things of it, and I did it to feel the most ultimate rush of despair.
That's not true at all.
Oh, she's gonna have mushrooms on her head, by the way. It is so funny. Like, sometimes it's like, okay, girl, we get it. But sometimes I'm like, this is funny.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
And this voice, I know it's not, but it sounds very much like Thorn from Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Very, oh gosh, what is her name? She also plays June in Avatar, and she also plays Phoebe in Bratz. What is her name? What is her name? I know it. Why can't I not think of it? Hold on. Jennifer Hale. I knew it. Jennifer Hale. She sounds like Jennifer Hale in this. But I know that she's not.
That's why it gets me so excited.
Yeah. Hina's like, you're about as crazy as Toko, but also, like, more so.
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands.
Also, the sequel anime and the twincest is so weird.
That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Yeah.
It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
Like super, 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 super despair.
Super, 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 super despair.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels so good.
You got issues.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair.
And I'm so jealous I couldn't have felt her despair too.
After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
You got major issues.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Yeah, like who thinks of this stuff?
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Exactly.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
What?
So, I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
I don't know about your athleticism.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, but I know that you think of yourself that way.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect.
How gross.
Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
No, my butt.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Technically, it still runs through his veins, so...
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
I love when she still mimics Monokuma. It's so cute.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Actually, is cute the right adjective? You know what? I'm gonna stick with it. It's cute.
Are you talking about our memories?
And they're just going with it. It's funny.
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start floating!
Also, she has red nails on. So she must have been, during the trial, been like, let me glue on these nails. I gotta make an appearance.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
Yeah, we will.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
All the memories of being at school. She's not gonna tell us, though.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Yeah.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
It was a, you're actually wrong.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before.
With all of the photos.
All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
The most famous reindeer of all. Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us. The memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives? I mean, I have the guide pulled up, so I know that that's the answer.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
But, oh, well, trying to figure out how he knows to come up with this answer, but we'll just keep going.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Yeah, my very blasé attitude.
So then, let me ask you another question.
Okay, what do all the motives have in common?
Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The outside world. The theme for the motive for the first murder was Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So the first murder, the motive we were given was human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Those were all of your most special loved ones,
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
making you want to kill someone to get out of here.
For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
Yeah, you're telling me.
You're the one that did it!
Exactly.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
What was the second motive about?
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Our secrets. For the second murder, the motive's theme was when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed, so the theme was the past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
Secrets and betrayal.
Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
And jealousy because Chihiro was so willing to out his own.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
What was the third motive about?
So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was money. The reason Celeste turned to murder was greed. She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. Vampires. Greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
This one's probably my favorite Junko. Like my favorite personality that she has.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
I don't know.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
What was the theme of the fifth murder motive?
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was trying to turn everyone against her. What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in the fourth case was betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Once everyone found out that she was the mastermind's secret weapon, everyone wanted to kill her.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Oh, Sakura's betrayal, not everyone betraying her. You know what? Everyone still betrayed her because she's perfect.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
How boring. I knew you would. You're the only one smart enough to figure out all these murders anyways.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
They're all common motives for murder, that's for sure.
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
Yeah.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
Yeah. I mean, you still have insurance, fraud, and infidelity, that's for sure.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
You just have to dislike someone enough.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world.
And be stupid enough to take the chance of getting caught by law enforcement.
This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
It's similar to the seed of doubt. And as soon as you sow it and prompt it to grow, it can be an uncontrollable weed.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
Because once your hope... What word am I looking for? Once your hope betrays you, only from there can despair come forth.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
Such is the theming of my outfit and Monokuma.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
I'm enjoying it, so you shut up.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
Just go with it.
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
For there is a reason why you are in here, being the world's hope when there is such despair going on out in the world.
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You don't remember that the seed of despair is growing rampant outside.
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
Of course.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because you have hope for a world that you remember from before your days at school.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
No, I've given you the hope of one day leaving this school.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
That is correct.
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, I'm keeping up with it so far, but maybe it's because I already know what's going on.
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
That's exactly right. You willingly consented to stay at this school. The interviews with the DVD with the headmaster prove that.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
She literally said that exact sentence.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
Yes. Okay, I'm confused. Is comprehension not something that's taught?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
So then we would forget what the outside world is like.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let
That's
me
funny.
give you a hint.
Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you.
Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
If you would shut up, she could.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
No. No, Makoto. Yes, obviously.
So something really did happen out there.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Mm-hmm.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Monokuma Eiffel Tower, Monokuma Statue of Liberty, giant Monokumas, people wearing Monokuma heads, Monokuma Sphinx. Makoto's like, I don't believe this. What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
The only thing that you have outside of this school is despair and no hope of a chance of surviving.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
Carnage, destruction, despair.
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
No, this is real life.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you.
That you're probably never gonna get back.
If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
But you do have someone who probably would remember this because she doesn't share memories with her other half.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial!
It's been time for the final class trial. Okay, so Genocide Jack's memory is what we need to have, and it will be nobody can remember such a thing, because she is the one who remembers.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Genocide Jack can.
Actually, she might remember.
Mm-hmm. You gotta sneeze again.
Who might remember?
The other token, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
Right.
I see. If their memories are separate,
Then we might have a chance of remembering.
then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
And Byaku's like, do it. She's like, okay.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
It'll help us get out of here.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
He's like, it pains me to say this, and I'm gonna vomit in my mouth. And she does it.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer! Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
It was Byakuya, that's why.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately.
Sure thing, Toots.
Do you know anything about this video?
Oh, yeah.
What video?
That looks familiar.
The video that's playing right now. Who the hell are you?
So is this saying that Genocide Jack never met Junko in their school life? Because that's interesting.
Oh, I'm the mastermind. Oh, nice to meet you!
Oh, how cute and wholesome.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye! Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Oh no. Who could have ever thought?
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Mm-hmm.
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
No, I didn't.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
She probably thought that you all remembered.
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
You're pretty chatty for someone who's quiet.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
she's a serial killer, a psychopath. What do you expect?
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
The aftermath of the most awful, most tragic, most horrible event in human history.
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
The kiss of true infatuation.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, remember we already talked about that. What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because we've talked about it already, which is why the school closed.
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
Mm-hmm.
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
That's one thing that really bugs me, is they keep repeating. It's incredulous, and I'm like, do you not have ears?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history! And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
Yeah, pretty simple if you ask me.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
She's probably trying to fill in gaps in her knowledge.
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
Miss Morose does,
Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
because she doesn't remember.
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Oh, I wouldn't call it that.
Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right?
I guess, but you're the one who said that we needed to know.
The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
You don't take care of her. You forget to cherish her.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
I guess, but what about all the babies? I guess if they're newborns, then yeah, that still tracks. Anyways.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. You're the only surviving member of it. How about them apples?
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait.
According to my calculations, you are the only surviving member of the Togami Corporation.
You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Oh my gosh.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
It fell, or it fell. Let's go in the middle and say it fell.
Correct! Well done, peasant!
Peasant?
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Yepperoo.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
That's why I really am worried about the future of America, because all of these youth, they're so fixated on screens and they get bored so easily they can't even sit still and enjoy doing anything without a screen in their face, which is ironic considering I play video games as a hobby.
like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated!
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Other than you, of course. Until you step foot outside of these, and then you will be slaughtered.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority! A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant! You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny!
Because money has no place in our world.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
That is such arrogant thinking on your part.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
How doesn't it?
Huh? That don't make sense?
There's no way that happened a year ago!
Okay.
I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago!
We only remember coming to this school.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Exactly.
Mistaken?
Oh, Kyoko.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
No, you are understanding that correctly. They are just wrong.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
No, you remember getting here. And it's been a few weeks since you woke up in a classroom and met all your classmates.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right? Huh? 2 years ago? Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me, and they'll bring this up in the second game, but I have changed so much in 2 years that I'm like, how would these people who are teenagers not have changed so much in 2 years that they wouldn't have noticed about themselves? You know what I mean? Like, how do you prevent that? Like, hair growth, if you, like, chopped your hair, like, if you dyed your hair, any of the things, you know? Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
Which means that Hiro is not actually 21. He's 23. Whoa.
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
You're 2 years older than you actually think you are.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
I do.
What are the memories I took from you?
The memories of our life at Hope's Peak.
Now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
She's given us all the answers. We just have to confirm what we comprehended from her.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
But maybe it's because I'm not actually in this situation, and so I wouldn't be like, what are you saying? Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took from us was of her life at Hope's Peak.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer! Well done, peasant!
Seriously? this routine again?
Yeah.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
Unfortunately, we have evidence that supports that. I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. So, we need to do Walker Notebook on a single class. Or, yeah, Walker Notebook, not Pocketbook, because that one's Kyoko's. Notebook is Hero's.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, that's wrong.
This is all just
Oh, darn.
Plus, if how freaking old...
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years worth of... I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Hell no!
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong. Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
Because it's your notebook.
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
He's like, this is my handwriting.
What's is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
It's exactly your handwriting.
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
Mm-hmm.
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No, no way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Yeah, because the mastermind took your memories away.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Kyoko's.
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
Mm-hmm.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Nope.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here!
That's the taste of despair.
Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
You've... Really? Wow. You're honestly kind of lucky for that. I've been to several. Makoto's like, I don't even know what to say to that.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on?
First dates, first crushes, first kisses. So many turning points in a young person's life. Just gone.
How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
But I don't talk to anybody that I went to high school with.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
And you can see the aftermath of it in classroom 5C. It smells really bad in there.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you've forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world.
Obviously.
Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out.
That's the ADHD, darling.
This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
You're so normal. You have like really normal lives, and everything seems so exciting for you. Unfortunately, I have excellent pattern recognition, and I basically can see the future. So therefore, I'm already bored of everything.
To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Also, like, half the things I say are from me, and most of the things I say are in, like, Junko's point of view.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Probably when everything went warped and spinny. Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
The first day.
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
That's correct.
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But I also didn't question how I got there somehow.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Exactly.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Which is why Hifumi's dying words were, "Before I'd met you all, I'd met you all."
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other. But
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
And Mukuro already knew that, unbeknownst to you all.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
Oh, I did, didn't I?
I love you all so much.
What?
Yeah. She was your friend too. And it brings her just as much despair.
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
Remembering all these memories of the times I had in class with you, which is how I knew, in fact, that Chihiro was a boy, because he already came out to us during our actual school life.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
We passed all our classes, we got to meet everybody. Chihiro finally came out to us as a boy instead of a girl.
Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
After that, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
Beginning with the student council.
What are you?
Despair.
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
It's not.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
Yes.
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it.
I guess.
And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
I don't either.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Oh, it felt pretty related to me.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
That's because the remnants of despair were wreaking havoc. Ooh, I don't want to do spoilers.
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And that was us.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
And it's gonna shock you what she says next.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter!
Not this one. Not whenever she repeats herself, even though she said that she wouldn't.
I said it twice!
At least she's self-aware.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here was the headmaster.
I got it!
He wanted to protect us.
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Hiro was like, I know that you're right, but it hurts that that's my dad.
He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Well, yeah, because it trapped us in here.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea.
Actually, he kind of did have an idea. He's the one, I'm pretty sure, who told us that there was a second despair. And he's the one who said that there was something off about Mukuro. I just don't think that he was aware that Junko was the second one. But if you watch the sequel anime, there's a lot of things that get revealed to us.
He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school.
He did. He did it to keep an eye on you. And also to see if he could reform you.
So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
He also didn't think that you had the tools that you did to do what you did. And also there's a lot of blackmail going on, so...
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
I bet you planned that from the beginning.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
It wasn't that you were trapping yourselves. You were trapping, like, keeping people from getting out. Or getting in.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Yeah, how ironic, right?
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
Good thing I kept that wig from the wig barn.
And thus began the killing game.
After, I had to... the headmaster in a rocket ship. Which, who knows where I got that from.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
I think she allowed you to live for like a whole year so then she could feel the despair of you guys killing each other.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was taking over the airwaves. And the word's gonna be hijack. H-I-J-A-C-K. So I need an I and a J. Now I understand.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another.
In the hopes that those who still clung on to hope would they themselves fall into despair.
Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
But the problem with that, Miss Enoshima, is hope is just as contagious as any despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
Debatable.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Interesting.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
She sure did.
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
And herself.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Yeah, when Makoto says stuff like that, you know it's real.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies.
because you're my friends and I just love you so much.
I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Not quite.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
I sure did. Impressive, is it not?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Truth, full of despair? That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
because even if you left, you would be filled with despair about what the world was that you graduated into, and all of your friends would have died instead.
I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
Mm-hmm.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
But to be fair, you were manipulated into murdering each other.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
She's like, this is too far. For a serial killer, this is true far. This is like way beyond mass murder.
We get it. We get it, okay?
Do you though, hero?
You're totally awesome, right? We get it already.
I don't think awesome is the adjective that you should use.
So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
Nope, that's despair, man. That's the despair talking.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
Oh, you haven't?
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
There isn't? She's like, wow, you really got me there, don't ya? But you're wrong.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Wow, you're really a thorn in my side.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
That's exactly what he's saying.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Unless Motokona's out there.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you.
That's why my ultimate is...
For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
Yeah, because you manipulated us.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
In other words, manipulation. That's exactly what I did.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
Even though it was me that did take your memories to kickstart all of this.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
But then again, so does hope.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
I don't really think that's hilarious, actually.
No! This isn't just some game to us.
This is life.
It's murder! Plain and simple.
Oh, you know, or the opposite.
You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you?
Yeah, and I'm gonna vote for you.
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Which isn't really fair, but alright.
Even if it's just one person?
So why would you vote against it?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
I guess that evens the playing field.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
You would think.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
And that's how you make it enticing. What?
You mean, we just...
Exist.
We'd have to just live here?
Mm-hmm.
She's saying she'll let us live!
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
Oh.
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
And if it's not me, it'll be Makoto, because I hate him the most.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
That's exactly what she said.
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Makoto Naegi.
Makoto, you're up!
Me?
Yeah, she hates your guts, man.
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them.
Hope and despair. Junko or Makoto? What are you gonna choose?
If a single person votes for hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
I have faith in Kyoko, but, everybody else, I don't know.
No! That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
He was like, sorry. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do, man. My mind hasn't been made up for me yet. I'll do whatever Master does. My family's gone. Should I go out there and die too, or stay in here where I can repopulate with Howie Asahina?
Guys?
I love how it didn't go to Kyoko, who'd be like, This is so dumb. Why are we doing this?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
Do you forget that she kind of hates his guts?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Koda's like, none of them.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair!
We're gonna vote for hope.
We're not gonna lose to you!
You just continue to be a problem. You know that?
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
I think that's her true personality.
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
Or that's the one that she puts on as a front that everyone knows Junko as.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair? That's not really living at all. We have to absorb hope. And do it on everyone's dots.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
No, it's wrong.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Right.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No, we do not.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
That's right, hero.
So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
No, it's wrong, Hina.
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this,
What would Sakura do?
and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah, girl.
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
That does.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind! Say whatever you want. I've made my decision. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. Meh.
Don't
I'll do
lose
what our
hope
master
now.
does.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
And whichever one has master.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Interesting.
Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us. I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now!
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Unfortunately, I am.
Ridiculous.
Ugh, wipe that smug look off your face. I can't stand you. At least I'm letting you come along.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Okay.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Oh, yeah, we'll see about that.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Exactly.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up! As long as there's hope,
Oh.
we'll never give up!
If I were to doubt, that would be the end.
And that is,
By
you
the
know,
way, the
the title
only reason
song.
is thanks to the
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No. Kyoko, snap out of
Don't
it.
lose hope now!
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck.
I think it's because you have hope.
I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I like how she says it in the anime. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. It's so funny. I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still... Ultimate hope. And that's gonna be our moment of truth.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke.
Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross.
Suffer from despair. I just love despair.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you? Would you like to die? You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless!
Despair
ultimate
into
hope.
tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going! I refuse to give up! I refuse to get bored! I refuse to throw it all away! I refuse to despair!
Yeah.
Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward!
What's going on?
Hope wins all.
What's happening?
A A A A A A A A A A A A A A A A. There we go. I got 123 mana coins from that. Nice.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
Voting for hope.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Good. I'm ready to go.
Rip raring and ready to go. Where's that from? I really don't know.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing.
Once and for all.
With our own hands.
Yay!
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
You sure did. I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's
It
just...
can't be. You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Yeah, she has issues. Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end?
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately, this once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this? Yeah, she's weird.
Anyway,
So, are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the world outside with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. And she's like, I'll do whatever. Everyone!
hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it! Stop! I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Shut up! That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you get once in a life. So...
Don't get in my way.
Yeah, Makoto.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful!
And the anime, I think she's like, no whammies.
Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
Her
I
eyes.
reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh, she crazy. Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Which is why this chapter is called Ultimate Suffering, Ultimate Despair, Ultimate Execution, Ultimate Death. Because she's gonna go through it all. Like, you see, like, the batting cage, you see, like, Mondo's little thing, you see, the hydraulic press thing, the ultimate punishment. So this is the 1,000 blows, and she's, like, so happy, and hitting all of those. Not Monokuma, Mondo's cage of death, the burning of this Versailles witch, and she even gets, you know, pummeled with a fire escape, the excavator destroyer, and she's like, this is awesome, really, you know, taking that spot off my back. Blast off that we saw from Kyoko's dad's after school lesson, which, you know, was Makoto's failed one, so very clean, still working, she got it up and running again. And then if you notice, she looks up at it because it's like, it's taking too long, it's boring. And then, boom, she's gone. That was her execution. She's gone. And then there's the emergency override that we can just use to leave. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. The end. You received the Monokuma hair tie present. Sure, I'll save. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye Despair High School. Epilogue. We are going to go ahead and do it. It's short. Look at them. All 6 of them. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck here in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But...
You never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never specifically said that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe?
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far. Thank God. Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? Not on your life. Oh, I'll give you a little jewel of a baby. Oh, that's honestly so sweet. But you guys are so bad for each other.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry, I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
For serious?
maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some to spare no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words...
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. Of course. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. Do we though? Do we have to? Does it have to be you? Why can't it be the Kirigiri dynasty? I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Hina. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone. Even if the world is steeped in despair. As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. She's like, as long as I have you by my side, because I love you. If we can go out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Aw.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
If I was leaving this situation, I think that I would stick together as a team of 6 forever.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know.
It's probably the nicest thing that you're ever gonna say.
I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
And there your jerk self goes again.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing.
That makes sense. That tracks.
I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I guess you can be there too.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say.
I'll miss you guys.
I guess we graduated?
I guess so. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands. With our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh. It's gonna be open-ended. Even though I know what happens next. And that's it. That's the game. Probably my favorite game ever. Well, not favorite game ever. One of my favorite games, but not my favorite game. Also, these are the Japanese voice actors. Yeah, that's the game. And we'll stick around because there's something that happens after the credits. Oh, looky there.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Ooh, wonder what that means. I received the Easter egg present. Awesome. Yeah, sure, I'll save again. Well, you know what? Now we have school mode. What if simulation type play mode, which we will do not right now. But this was fun. I know it took a long time, and remote play, for my knowledge, still doesn't work properly. Sony, get on that. I'm glad I finally remembered that I had a capture card, but I will be using my capture card again for the next Let's Play. That will be starting soon. So I'm gonna leave this here and say thank you so much for watching this, really long Let's Play of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.